It's so funny because I didn't know the camera was rolling, and it was rolling, but I hate the camera. I want a new one. As you see, I have to wait for the burns to leave. I don't have no foundation on, so obviously I look a mess. And the funny thing, I don't care. And I decided I'm just gonna take the wig off. I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna wear it. And I know people gonna look at me like, bitch, where's your hair at? I don't care. The thing is, I don't care anymore. Like I'm just over it. It's so weird. Now I want my hair to grow, but obviously it's not growing as quickly as I like for it to grow, and that's fine. Look, I got burns in my head, but obviously, it's me doing something else. Now I could cover it with makeup and stuff like that. I could put foundation on, but I ain't doing it. Listen, if you don't like it, don't look away. I don't blame you if you want to look at me. I get it. I'm just really tired. I'm stressed out and I'm tired. So I just said, hey, Esha, and I'm just over it. I forgot to get my what's that thing called, magnifying glass, because I can't see for shit. I'll be back. I guess it's gonna be one of those times where you just hold your head down until you get where you gotta go. But I'm like, you'll be okay. Painting, I don't care, child. Listen, it is what it is. You don't watch me fuck up before. Trust me, you're gonna watch me fuck up again. It's like an ongoing thing with me. But I don't care at this point. I'm just over it. So I'm tired of doing something to my hair, tying it up and stuff. And I just don't. I saw this girl today. She had her hair bleached and she just wore it. I get my power from women like that. They cut their hair really short. I mean, almost gone. And they go out the house. And that's fine. I think it's called confidence or maybe over it. I don't know. I know I'm not that girl that have that type of head because I have a head full of plantations and rivers and trees. I'm not that person. So I understand what I'm working with. But a lot of people are disappointed. I've been told before, you're disappointed because you don't like my hair, whatever. But I don't care at this point in my life. I'm just over it. Exactly, as Sham. And the thing is, I don't know if it makes me happy. I'm just over it. So I don't have a 5 head. I have an 8 head. And the thing is, I was like, well, maybe if I access my boobies a little bit more. But I was like, you know what? I have to grow into it. And the funny thing is, like, it's not like I don't take the wig off because obviously I take it off at some point. But I'm just to the point. I'm like, I'm over it. Now I want my hair to grow back so it don't keep falling out because I do things to make it fall out, and I do. But I mean, I know last time I took my hair off, people was like, "You didn't ask me because you changed your hair." I was, listen, at this point, I don't care. I don't care. Because when I go on the ground, this is how they're gonna do my. They're gonna take the wig off before I go on the ground. They're not gonna say, "Well, let me just make." They're gonna take it off and say, "What you really look like?" They're gonna take it off. So I'm supposed to grab my hair and say, "No, don't take my wig off. I'm going in the ground." I don't care. I just don't care anymore. And so I applied for this job once again. And the job says, well, I don't know where you sent the resume. Now, there's a lot of things I can't do, but sending a resume is pretty simple. It's not a big deal. She said, well, I don't know if you know how to do it yet. Okay. So now I don't know how to do resumes. I can't do shit. Let these motherfuckers tell it, but I'm just over it. I got this not burnt things. This is dyeing. This from me dyeing my hair black. And I ain't doing it. I could put makeup on my face. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I just don't want to. I'm sorry, I don't want to. If I'm ugly, just look away. Don't scare the kids. I'm just not, I'm just over it. And I need to go to the store to buy me some Pepsi, but I'm not going to. So today is another day. And the funny thing is not like I haven't put on a camera without a wig on before. I've been on camera without wigs on before, so it may be a big deal to the people that's coming on the channel, but to the ones that's been on the channel for a long time, like, child, this is another one of your episodes. You're just like a page turn. There's another page on you. And I get it. I'm all over the place. I don't want to work anymore. I don't want to do anything anymore. I just don't want to do nothing. I don't want to spend money on wigs. I don't want to spend money doing nothing. Sure, you may say you're going into a deep depression. So be it. I've been here for a while. And I'm just over it. I just don't like doing nothing. And, but I've been seeing them girls that have their hair cut all the way off and stuff. But they look beautiful. Obviously, I'm not the part of that crew. But it's okay. Because I don't put no makeup on and stuff like that. I'm just going to be a bum. I have no problem with that. But I think the only thing that might get me over a little bit, because, but other than that, I did see another girl. She walked around with short hair or bald headed. Now, her face looked good. Me, myself, no. But I don't care. I'm just over it. I'm just over it. Anyway, so I took my resume, I took it in, and the lady asked me a stupid question. I was like, well, I'm applying for an office job. But she said, maybe you don't know how to send a resume. So how could you work in an office and don't know how to send a resume? But you know what? I don't go for it. That food that you fixed as child, it was good. Now, of course, I didn't eat it because you ate it. I can't eat it. You can't astral travel it to me because I would have ate it, but it's fine. So I'm exhausted. When I go to sleep at night, I can't sleep. I'm just like, you know what? Forget it. All right, Sean, Raven, we all tried. We got politics. Children, Raven folks. The jobs don't pay nothing. You're right, Rashawn. It's just time for a new world. Raven, we are trying to survive, and folks don't care. You're right. You're right. You are absolutely right. You are 100% right. And the thing is with me, Rashawn, I'm tired. You know how you try to bust your butt so things happen good, and it don't. You get jobs and say, well, you can't do this job. I'm already doing the goddamn job. And I'm like, you know what? You know how you just get exhausted explaining for something that people don't care. So you're like, well, why do I care? And they don't. So why should you care? I mean, you don't have to be like me. You don't have to go to the extreme. But I'm like, I don't care. And now we can talk. So, but let's live. I guess I'm about to get rid of the men out of they like me, but they're like, oh hell no, oh hell no, you bald head fucker. So I'm like, okay, that's fine, that's fine. So I'm gonna tell a little story time about me. So I'm not gonna bring up nothing bad. So I went and got on a bus. Now I would love to catch the bus to my stop, but I walked because obviously I don't have the money. So I started walking a little far and stuff like that. There's a whole bunch of little kids out, but listen, little kids gonna come up to me anyway, so it don't matter. I mean, I like it, but they're gonna do it. So I walked down to get an earphone for my ears because I like to wear earphones when I'm walking. And so I'm standing outside waiting for the bus, freezing cold, and I get on the bus. I know you're a bitch just as a bus. So I get on the bus, and it's a man's story. So I get on the bus, and then you walk because you're trying to find a seat. Listen, I want to sit down. So I was like, let me go to this. It's funny because when you get on a bus, it becomes like a runway. So when you're walking down, to the bus to sit down on the seat, there's always somebody. There's always somebody that has the seat, a bag in their chair. So I'm walking down to the seat. I know you like bitches. That's the seat. So I got sit down on the seat, and this man, oh man. So this man looked at me. He said, "Want to sit here?" I said, "Sure." And I'm like, it's a man, but he was big. He was like, I don't size him up that quick. I was like, oh. So I'm looking at him. You trying to low key not look at him, but you looking at him, and I'm like, So I said, the first time I ever tried to talk to a guy, which I don't do, because people be very mean, like, oh, I don't want you talking to me, you ugly as hell. So I avoid all those compliments or insults. I don't want to talk, your head's too big, you're blocking my view. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to mind my business. But this black man, so looks at me and says, oh, you want to sit down? He moves the stuff over. Everything's not funny, Raven. So he moves stuff over. It's like, oh. He's like, you okay? I said, yeah. He was like, oh, you okay? I said, okay, yeah, I'm fine. I was like, you look familiar, that old hoe in me. So I'm like, So I sit down next to him. I said, we almost look related. He said, you think so? I was like, okay, Raven, shut up. You're using your mouth too much. Mind your business. So I sit down next to him. But you know how you try to look at him, but I'm looking at him. So I'm looking at him, and I turned away sideways because he was like, so I said something to him. He said something back. He said, you're not used to catching a bus down? I said, no. So I'm freezing. So he started talking to me. Y'all know I could talk really low. So he really is like, huh? Huh? So he put his head up there. He put his head next to my ear so he can hear me. And I knew it was me because people done that to me before. I can't hear you. And I'll be doing intentionally because, trust me. So, me, myself, I was like, I'm in love. I'm in love. And remind you. Anyway, so we're on a bus and stuff. We started talking. Then some guy came and sat in front of us. We on a bus, like, I'm sitting this way. The guy came on the bus sitting that way. So he leans over and starts saying something. He said, well, he said something to me. He said, you just got work? I said, yeah, just got, I'm tired. So he was like, yeah, me too. Me too, I'm tired too. Then I thought to myself, you have to be quiet because you picked men from prison. You picked men from prison that came home. You could find one anyway. You will. And he sat next to me and stuff, and I was like, I didn't ask him. Just came home from prison because usually those are men I meet from prison. So I was like, okay. So I ain't see nothing. I bit my tongue. And it's funny because the guys that come home from prison, it's something about them. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's some good or something bad. But I sat there to myself and I was like, I felt good. I felt really good talking to him. I guess it's like, this bitch is crazy. And I was like, he has to come home from prison because those are the type of men I'm attracted to. It's not like I'm attracted to their looks or something. It's something about their spirit that pulls me straight in. It's something about their spirit. I pull straight in. And so I was like, I'm getting to my stop. So I'm about to get off. And it's so weird though, because I was like, it's something about him. You know how something to be about somebody, but you have to refrain from saying anything, so you have to bite your tongue. Because obviously you could be wrong. So I get ready to go off my bus. I was like, well, nice talking to you. But he ain't said nothing to me more than that. In my head, I had a whole conversation with him. Reality, I didn't. He just said a few things back and forth. That was it. So I got to my stop, so I get off the bus. And then I got off the bus. Wait a minute. You're probably right, S-Child. So I got off the bus and stuff, and that was it. And I could not stop thinking about him. I am a man magnet from prison. I know that. It could be a guy that's a millionaire, a trillionaire. I will go straight to the guy from prison. I will go straight to him. It's not like he looks good, he's fine. It's something about his spirit pulls me straight to him. It's about his spirit. It's not about how he looks or nothing or his build that looks great. It's something about him. I can't put my finger on it. So when I got off the bus, I kept thinking, oh my God, I should have given my phone number. There's a chance I never see him again. I'm planning this whole big wedding in my head. Remind you, he just got off the bus. I mean, he was on the bus. So, you know how you be thinking to yourself or talking to yourself. So I'm like, okay. I got off the bus and said goodbye, you know. So I got to work early, and I was waiting for a bus at the train station. Now, remind you, it's a whole nother area. The train station all the way down the other way. I was downtown Newark, all the stores over there. You know, the stores on this side, but you're all the way downtown by Penn Station, you know. So I'm sitting there waiting at the bus stop. I mean, it's a bus stop. Look at me. At the bus stop. So I'm at the bus stop at the train station, but I'm at the bus stop. So I do my favorite pose. I'm waiting. Listen, I need something to lean on because I be tired. So I'm sitting up there. I'm sitting up there. I'm standing up there, and I got my earphones on, which I went way down, which I lost them. Just got them and lost them. I don't think God want me to wear earphones because I must be missing something because I lost them again. So you had your earphones on because you're in the Jonathan always and stuff. The lady wanted to fight me one time. I was like, man, you two, listen. I don't know what kind of strength you got in your mind, but trust me, it's not in your body. That strength is not in your body. And she's like, I will fuck you up. I said, okay, let me get away from you because you're crazy. Because you want to fuck me up. And the thing is, I'm tall, and you this tall. Okay, but I was like, listen, I'm going to protect my energy because you're nothing but a demon. And she's like, I'll fuck you up. I was like, okay. I hate when people think they could beat you and you have to refrain from using strength on them. Because you know if you hit them, you're gonna knock them out. You're gonna put them in. You're gonna send them to ICU. Hopefully, you don't kill them. Because obviously, I could be going through something, you going through something. So don't take it out on me, especially when you just goddamn little. Be smart. You may feel strong, but when you hit that ground strong as hell. Anyway, so I know I'm all over the place. So I'm standing there at the train station waiting for my on bus online. Lo and behold, the man shows up again. I was like, but I didn't look at him because I was like, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not seeing him again. Maybe in my mind I'm seeing, but it's not him. I'm seeing somebody else. He walks exactly to me. And I'm like, so I didn't say anything. I didn't want to seem like a stalker. But I didn't stalk because obviously he's coming with me. I was there first. And obviously we live in the same area, which I didn't know, but I know now. So he walks up to me and says, wow, we meet again. I say, I didn't know that was you. Look, I didn't know that was you. He said, yeah, it's me. I said, well, he said, must be a reason why we're meeting again. So as he tells me this, me, and I'm thinking to myself, do we got any money? Is he broke? He just came home from jail? Is he got a baby mama? Did somebody hold him down in prison? I don't put him in prison already. The man never said he'd been in prison. He never said, I just put in my mind, those are the type of men I meet. So obviously you just came home from prison. In my mind, I'm thinking all this thing. That means you had a wife, somebody you was fucking while you was, well, it could be all over the board. So you could be having sex with somebody while you're in prison and you have a wife at home or boyfriend, whatever knows. And then here it is, you out here with me. Somebody that's cruising and playing low key like I'm not interested, but I'm all in. I'm in. I want to, but the thing is like, do not act like a fool. Don't act like you stalking him. And the funny thing is, I was like, I want to see him again. And I saw him again. I think it's called manifested. So manifested him back again. I was like, and I was like, this just came up in my mind. I'm going a mile a minute. Now, mind you, he's saying that he's like, he's cool and everything. And I'm all over the place. In my mind, I'm acting as if he just came home from prison and I'm all over him. Obviously. And is that Evelina? I'm blind as a bitch. Hey, Evelina, what's up, mama? You're right, Esha. So I had so wait a minute. Y'all writing stuff. I'm trying to listen, blind as a bitch, you gotta give me a chance. Raven demons recognize chosen ones, especially when you're protected. You're not that. You're not you need a man that can relate, that can relax you. And Rashawn, when I tell you are speaking Bible today, I didn't know what's going to church, but you are giving a sermon. I'm listening. And the thing is, so I talked to him, I'm trying to stay focused, listen, it's funny because I dyed my hair where it's black, and it looks like my hairline. It looks like my hair is coming. Anyway, so everything's not funny, Raven. So it's fun. Okay, so we got ready to get off. Well, I got ready to get off the bus. So obviously he's like, oh, you live in that dump. Yes, I live in that dump. But he didn't say that either. In my mind, I'm having this whole conversation with him. He's like, he ain't saying nothing. He's so relaxed. In my mind, I'm having this whole conversation with him. We're about to get married. We're about to get a car. And we're about to do all these things. I'm going crazy with this conversation I'm having in my head with him. I mean, it's big enough. I can have a whole conversation without you saying anything. So anyway, so he's like, so he got on the bus and stuff, and he got in front of the bus. I didn't want to make it look too obvious, so I went to the back of the bus. He said, oh, you leaving? I said, oh, you noticed. Let me stop. So I was like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna go to the back. He had a little kid with him. He said, "This is my nephew." I said, "Okay." Trying to make sure you don't got. He said, "Are you married? You single?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Oh." So I was like, "I'm gonna go to the back because I'm actually seeing someone, a 22-year-old man. He's 22, and he's real sweet. He gets upset because says you're just a baby, but reality is, listen." So it's so weird because the older guy is really sweet. The young guy is really sweet. So now we have this battle. I said, I can't say the best man win because nobody knows about me in my brain. Well, one of them do, but I won't know. So I'm like, okay. Now I'm going to see this older guy once again because obviously I live in the area, so he's going to see me. Now I have to wear clothes that's like this, but if I walk around with a bald head, I need something for him to look at. He's like, well, damn, I can see how you think you bald headed. Oh, listen. And it's funny because he may like it, he may not. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. At this point, I don't care. And I may get fired. They said, oh hell no, but it's okay. But I just found it really weird that I met him, and I felt such a connection to him, which was crazy. And he's probably thinking, hey, that bitch is tall. That bitch is tall. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So hopefully he'd be like, well, is you 100% female? Because sometimes guys ask you that because you're tall. And girls be like, well, do I look like 100%? That is a setup. You never answer that. You never asked that question. But I was like, and he didn't ask that question either. He didn't ask the things he didn't remind you. All this stuff is in my brain. He ain't saying none of this shit. I'm saying it myself. I'm having a whole conversation with him in my mind, which is all false because he haven't said nothing. He only says great things and nice things to me. In my mind, I have this whole conversation going in my head, which is not accurate, which is not true. But in my mind, I'm being prepared for the worst. Even though they haven't presented that to me, when you know how when you've been put down so much, you're just already ready for the dark things or things that's bad to come to you, for them to say things you're prepared for it. You don't want that reaction, but reality there may be a reaction. And he's taller. Let's just whole height. Oh my God. I'm even taller than him. Oh my God. He's built. But he's built and he's taller. So he's tall and stuff, but I mean I'm taller. He's not taller than me. And the second one, the young one, he's shorter than me. I mess with short guys, I mess with tall guys. I mess with breathing guys, I mess with white guys, Puerto Rican, Haitian. It don't matter. As long as you breathe. So so it's so weird because our connection was so strange. And when I go off the bus, I couldn't stop thinking about him. I think about anybody like that. When you meet somebody, you think about all this stuff that's coming in your mind, which is not accurate, but you've been shot down or pushed down or talked about so bad that you said you're so prepared for all this dark stuff coming, which is not accurate, but in your brain, it is accurate. But trust me, he wants to see me again. But if you girls know, at some point we're gonna have to have this conversation. And y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. So I'm like, but first of all, now I'm talking to myself. First of all, you can't entertain another man when you have a man. But he's young. He's 22 years old. This other guy's 45. I was like, okay. But I did date a white guy. He's 66. And I've dated older guys, I dated young guys, and the only reason why I'm dating the young guys because the other guy, I told him he was too young, and I hurt him so bad. I was like, I'm not hurting nobody. If you want to beat me, then beat me. I'm not gonna do this no more. I'm not hurting anybody, especially not over me. I'm not worth it. So I don't want to. I'm just gonna be with you. If you want to be me, I'm gonna be with you. So that's the only reason why I messed with the young guy, because I didn't want to do that to nobody else. And the funny thing is, the other guy was younger, but he wasn't old as 22. I think he was 30, but he was taller. And I heard him. And it was so nice to me. This guy was so nice to me. And I felt like shit. I felt really bad. I'm trying to make sure he's safe. He should have a life. He's too young. He did find a girl. He don't need nobody old. He needs somebody young. And I heard him. I heard him so bad he didn't want to talk to me. And I feel bad. And ever since I felt so bad, you ever had somebody you meet that you really kind of got along with, but you want to follow the rules like it's not against the law because obviously they're old enough, but for you as a person that's older, in my opinion, I feel weird dating somebody young. So I told him everything, get a life, and I heard him. I said I'm not gonna hurt another guy's on love. That's how I end up with the 22-year-old. And the 22-year-old's always saying to me, I don't want to lose you. I said, okay. I don't want to lose you. I said, okay. It feels good to be wanted, but I'm not gonna lie. It feels uncomfortable. It feels uncomfortable for me. Because every time I look at my like, oh my God, this is somebody's baby in my house. His mother's gonna kill me. But you have to hold your opinion to yourself. Because they'd be like, I'm not no goddamn baby. I'm going to go. So you can't say that. And he says little things to me to make sure I stay with him. So he's like, well, I don't want to lose you. I want you. Oh, okay. So now you're working on me. So now you're working on me because you feel like I'm going to leave because I'm uncomfortable with the age limit. And I'm trying to hold on. Every day I feel like telling him, you need somebody younger. I can't do this. And I think he knows, but I'm not going to say it, but I think he knows. Now, I met with somebody that was old. I think it was 66. He said, you know how old I am? So I was like, about, it's not funny. I was like 100, 103. But I didn't say that. I kept it to myself. I was like, I know I'm old, but damn, you graveyard ready. You ready for the graveyard? Don't say that, baby. Okay. Anyway, wait a minute, somebody's saying something. Baby, you never know until you walk in faith. If it's go for you, if it's not, let it go. Rejection is protection. These punks go trashy. Women messed it up for by making fun of too. You're right. You're absolutely right. You're right. And the older guys can get together and adopt the younger ones. It's just who is that? Oh God. Get your truth. The thing is, Rashawn. The young guy treats me good. And he's like, you ever heard that saying, too good to be true? Now, I don't know, because you know me, I question everything. But, so, he likes me in black hair. I like me in blonde hair. But he likes me in black hair. So, I'm like, okay. But a lot of young guys don't like girls with blonde hair. They like girls with black hair. At my store where I live at, the young guy, I think he's got to be like 19 or 20. He might be 19. He's like, oh my God, give her this blonde hair. I was like, he said, no, give her that blonde. I was like, why you? He said, get the black hair. I said, obviously, I have a wig on because obviously you let me know that you know. So I'm not, what's that word I'm looking for? I'm not secretly showing you something as if it's my real hair. You're like, no, that's a wig. They're like, that's a wig. But I was like, how are you working in the store? You tell me you don't like my hair. He said, well, if you have to wear it. So the other young guy, he's like, but you met me in blonde hair, but you don't like it. So remember I put that short hair on yesterday. He said, oh, my baby. I'm like, I'm getting older. I'm I'm tired of wearing wigs. And trust me, the wig's gonna be taken off when I'm dying. When I'm about to die, I'm in that coffin, they're taking that bitch off. So the thing is, and once upon a time I only wore black hair. That was my thing. That was my once I put on some blonde hair, I was like, yo, this is me. I think the reason why I started wearing blonde is because in society I've been rejected tons of times. So I said, well, since y'all the woman in this world, I ain't following your goddamn rules. Fuck y'all. And it worked out for the better, and sometimes it doesn't. But when you start analyzing things as far as your life, and then you start weighing the pros and cons, in your mind, if you're anything like me, hopefully not, in your mind, you're thinking about like, that's a goddamn wig. But the weird thing about this is, I wear my blonde hair, I put it in a ponytail, I don't wear it loose. I don't do that. I feel, you know why? Because I always feel like I need to be ready in case they want to fight. Somebody want to fight me. I'm not about to pull my hair back in a ponytail. I just want to go in. So this is the pros and cons I've had for the blonde hair. So with the blonde hair, I get a job. They hire me. I wear black hair. Mm-mm. So I'm like, well, so I went to the beauty supply store, which is downtown, years ago. And a guy walked in the store. He says, "Can I speak to you for a minute? You know how much you love that. Like, can I talk to you for a minute?" I'm like, "No, I don't want to talk to you." I'm like, "Don't be mean." I'll be having this conversation in my head. So he's like, "You got a man?" I said, "Oh God." He's like, "Can I get to know you?" He's like, "Why?" You want to know why? No. So I'm like, I won't say nothing. I put my head down, look away. Put my head down, look away. And I think when you're the type of girl that don't like attention, you get attention. Like everybody. So I was at my school when I was going to type in school. Me and the girls went downtown. We was downtown at a business school. So it was 5 girls. We was all working downtown. And for some reason, when it comes to my sisters and me, we stand out. It'd be a whole bunch of biological women. They're gonna come straight to us. They're gonna come to us. Now some girls feed into it, some girls like it, some girls don't. Some girls, I don't like it. I don't like attention. And it's so weird because my friend told me, so how come you don't like attention but you got damn blonde hair? I said, then don't watch. I'm not, it's not for you. So anyway, let me stay focused. So this man that was now listen, mothers live. So this man comes out and walk past us walking. Now remind you, he's like this. So he's walking. I was like, you know me. You know, I'm a man. I'm looking. It's a man. I smell him, man. I can smell his balls. And I'm like, ah. So he walks to me and says, hi, beautiful. He's like, oh my God, please don't put me on the spot. Don't put me on the spot. He's like, and he kissed me. I was like, oh my God. So the girl's like, who's that? I said, oh no. So he kissed me in the face. I'm like, ah. They say, Raven, who's your man? I said, he's not my man. I don't know. They said, so men just walk up to you and kiss you in the face. I'm like, yeah, it happens a lot. And they're like, well, what is you doing? I ain't doing nothing. I think my personal opinion is they know I don't want attention and they will put it right on me. So the fact that you don't want attention, I'm going to give it to you. So he kissed me. Can I get your phone number? He gave me his phone number. Mothers live. He's like 6, I think he was 6'7", because he was real tall. And at some point in my life, I was like, he said, I want to call you. I want to get to know you better. My sister said, how come you always find these tall ass men? I can't find. So I called them on the phone. He called me up. We started talking. You girls like me, you understand the conversation. And he wasn't down, if you know what I mean. But I was like, okay. Jesus love you. He needs to love, but you have to repent and turn around. I would say, hey, child, could you handle this for me? I sense the Lord, baby. Don't talk to me nothing about Jesus and stuff like that, because y'all took him and hung him on the cross. So please don't wipe that past my face, because you took Jesus, God's only child, and you hung him on the cross and you killed him. Keep that in mind when you're telling the story. You killed him. So since you push that type of narrative, make sure you put that part. Thank you, S child. You killed them. So anyway, so I told him about the conversation. He said, well, you have all that makeup on your face. I don't have no makeup on my face. And that happens to a lot of girls. Y'all know we get blamed for shit we ain't even do. And people just want to make us into the villain and stuff like that. We just this bad person. We don't be that. We mind our business, go from point A to point B. We're gone. So at some point, you feel as though you have to interfere or step into our lives and try to make our story about you. We don't want you. Then again, mothers live. But I just don't want to be bothered. I think at a certain period of life, most girls and some guys, they get upset. They just rather just be alone. They rather not have nobody. There are a lot of beautiful women out here in this world that don't have nobody and safe and feel secure without anyone. Beautiful girls. Beautiful. Don't even want a man. They don't want shit. And then when they do get a man, they just want him for, what's that called, drive by and get some and go home. But I think in order to preserve your mental, you have to stay away. You have to stay away because it's a lot. It's a lot. You absolutely right, India. Wait a minute. Let me. And you know why they're damaged? Because they've been told certain negative things about themselves that they're just tired of hearing it. They're tired of hearing it. So, and then for the girls, they go through, they go through hell. Our sisters go through hell. They go through hell. They go through hell. And the one thing about us, I'm just so grateful that y'all haven't really put your hands on them. So now you go to the bathroom, you want us to whip out our stuff to show that you're a biological woman. I mean, we can't. It's so weird how slavery day came back when it comes to biological or the two-spirit women, and it's so fucked up. Not all women, but even some of them two-spirit women are fucked up, But it is what it is. I stay away from them too. You catch me when you catch me. But the thing is, it's crazy. We have to survive the best way we can, and then we'll find a man, and he don't build with me. We could take on the world. We could take on anything. We could build anything, make our money grow. The man in your life, oh, I don't know if I could do that. I'm scared. I'm scared. But when you get horny, you're not scared to get in that bed. You can jump in that bed quick. But I'm afraid. I'm afraid. My boy's gonna find out. But well, you're still gonna be you. You're still gonna be you. You're still gonna be you. No matter what you do, you're still gonna be you. And if they're not your friend, then you should be their friend. Because obviously they have titles on you that have to follow these rules, and it's not about of you. It's rejecting who you are, and you're moving forward to them, and now you're gonna be alone. Now you have a woman that's willing to help you push things through, help you get a car, house, whatever. But you sit by your boys, they ain't doing shit for you. But you will betray her and throw her to the goddamn heathens, and then actually in the day you can't get shit. Then as soon as you need some goddamn money, hey babe, could you loan me like? So you transfer everything for them to sit back with nothing. And then the sad part about it is a lot of men is going to die in the homeless, not the homeless center. So a lot of men going to die in the shelter. They're going to die in the shelter. And the reason why they're going to die in the shelter, because they ain't do shit with their life for him. You stood on a corner, you looked around, you try to find a girl to get money for her, and then you try to abuse her. Then you also have a baby with somebody. You do all this shit to destroy her when all you had to do was let her walk down the street, mind her business. Mind her business. She was doing good. She was getting bachelor's, she was getting a job, coming off. She was coming like a supervisor, manager. She's doing great things. Now, it's not all men, but it's a lot of men that's not going to do shit with their life. You get up in the morning, and then you stand outside. And then you look for a girl to have her shit together so she can have her shit together with you. So all this time, we're all getting older. We're gonna die. In the meantime, you fucked around and found out. Even though you got along really good, you're such a goddamn enemy to yourself. You're the person that's against you. So you don't want to be happy. You just want to die alone. You right, India. You absolutely right. You right. And the sad part about it is, it's a waste of time because obviously the only ones gonna listen is the ones like me or the girls like me. They're the only ones gonna listen. They ain't gonna care. But he will do one thing for you. He will have sex with somebody unsafely and then bring her back home to you and then ask you, "Oh, I don't have shit. You must got it. You must have got it for you." He's gonna flip it. And It's unfortunate. So many men, you can have a great relationship. Y'all got along, best friend mode, and then you let a stranger step in and make you not have nobody. And for what? You do know that we're all going to die. We all have an expiration date. So why are you spending your expiration date with somebody that don't give a fuck about you? You can be spending with somebody you're about to do things with and grow things, go on trips and vacations, laughing till you cry. So like you in love. But he will give it all up just to sit around with his friends and not have shit. Hey, Miss Anna, what's up, boo? Um, all is really messy, them too. This world ain't real. That's why we get to say, you're right. You're right. And too good. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. And the thing is, as much as I would love to have my person, I think with me is when I feel comfortable with someone, like they're not gonna do that person, they are that person. Now you're being hurt. Now, if you're a person like me that love hard, this person in your life can destroy you because you love them so much. You actually close your eyes to things you want to see because you love them so much. You stick with them through thick and thin, watch them dog you, cheat on you, you act like you don't see it, but you see it. Watch them take their cell phone out so you don't see what they're doing, but you see it. The same man that you didn't have enough money to buy you food for lunch to make sure he was okay, it's the same man that's sitting there deceiving. Now, at some point, some girl's gonna step up and call and tell you, well, I've been seeing him too. So now you're hurt. So now you have to figure out how's the way for you to get past the pain. And then you sit there, the why question. Why though? And everything. It don't matter. But I believe when a good girl's gone, Jay-Z said they're gone forever. But there are a lot of girls that are good. That's not going forever. They still will allow you back in. It gets so bad that there are women out here that's been set on fire by the man she protected and loved. There are so many women out here that's been shot by the man that she loved. There are a lot of them. Beaten up, cut, going to work with bruises, hiring an abuser to protect him. Here it is, you can't even eat. Trying to, and if you small, God forbid, he could beat you really good. He will drag you all the way through the house. The one thing about us big bitches, I can't even say it because that's not true. Because I'm tall. And I'm always afraid for the girls who are really short. Hopefully they never meet nobody that's domestic violence. Because he would enjoy beating her ass. The only type of way she could get out of her ass whooping is unaliving him. And then you get people saying, well, you must like it because you keep going back. It's not that she keeps going back. It's the fact her mind is so gone, she can't leave. Now, I've had a guy like that before. I stayed with him for 2 years. He would take me, push me down the stairs. He tried to beat me up. He had also messed with other people and laugh. His friends who used to laugh in my face because they be fucking. I didn't know. So they would laugh because I was so stupid because I believed him. So I didn't know he was having sex with them. I think they call it threesomes or foursome. What is it called? And I didn't know. And I'm gullible, dumb as hell. Because he was so demanding when it came to me. He didn't allow nobody around me. I couldn't have friends, but he had friends. And I stayed because of my past and my mother treating me bad. And the fact that somebody care about you, you're just so happy somebody care. But it wasn't care. It was abuse. Sometimes abuse can come in the form of overcaring. And the fact that somebody care about you and obsessed with you is a different thing. Now, remind you, these people are narcissistic. They don't allow you for a lot of things. They have a whole field day of people, a field day of people, tons of people in their life. But you can't have nobody because you up to something. Like, I'm up to what? But no, you are. And then when you say something back too much, that means I have to put my hands so you have to beat you down. Just like Argentina, I wasn't the only one beating Tina. A lot of Tinas that's not famous been beaten on. And a lot of times when a guy gets to that point, he wants to beat on you, he feels comfortable because now he has you where he wants you. That means you're listening. When I say something, you do it. Before he wasn't doing it. He says do it, you're gonna do it. And then it's not funny. And then when you start resisting and stuff like that, he decides he's gonna push you against the wall. And now he wants to press his penis against your body. Because now he wants you to, do that with him. So now you sit back and say, oh, I'm so weak, I can't. No. He knows how to work you. He could work you so good that your body and your mind be all over the place. And the sad part about it is a lot of girls think, I'm not going to lie, I was one. When he would push me against the wall and I felt that it's not funny. I was feel that penis against my body. I said, oh my God. Hey, and after we finished fighting, bloodied all up, we outside was it. We beaten up. Hey, naturally pretty, what's up, boo? It's funny, but you like, and then the sex be great, and then you kind of feel bad because punch you on your back and your ribs are bruised, but he gave you the ding ding, and now you like, oh well, it's okay, don't worry about it, just let it go. Now you're defending him because the sex was good. It's not funny. And you're like, oh my God, my face is bloody, I'm bleeding, lips and eyes busted. But the ding ding was good. I'm beaten up, but the ding ding was good. And then once the sex is over, you get thinking, this is wrong. But it is what it is. You right, Rashawn? You're right. And it's crazy. And you listen, that man should be on top of you. He pounded you up. And all of a sudden now he wants to do something new. Now all of a sudden he's taking his tongue and going to places. You've never done this before. Just relax. Just relax and just let it go with it. Like, oh my God. And then you relax and you go with it. And the next day he knows, the next day he slapped the hell out of you. You're like, I thought you said we was gonna hit me more. That was yesterday. It's a new day. And now all of a sudden he's on top of you, pounding you out. And then you start looking in the mirror, seeing them scars, your face all bruised up, lips all busted, hickeys on your face, hickeys on your neck and your face. Not only had sex with you, he gave you a hickey to make sure you don't cheat. And you stay. And then God forbid if he's fine as hell. You're like, oh my God, this man is fine. And he beat the hell out of you. He beat the hell out of you. And you stay. My ex-boyfriend told me, he said, this is bad. He said, this is really bad. You have to leave. I was like, leave? He was like, you gotta go because y'all gonna kill each other. I heard him. You hear somebody, but you don't. I don't want to hear that. And I see, I wish I didn't. But one thing I can honestly say, he didn't give me no disease. Now he could have gave me a disease, but he didn't. Because he had me so open. I didn't know. But that apartment I had there, it was haunted. The place was haunted. The dog used to bark inside of the room. And then I asked somebody who used to live there. They said it was a person that lived there that didn't want to die. So they did all these rituals so they wouldn't die. And they would hold these candles in the bathtub. And I was like, what is in this apartment? Because it was just something very dark about it. And he would just go crazy. Now, if I told y'all who it was, y'all be like, yeah. But, matter of fact, speaking of him, I did my hair like this before. He was like, but he liked it. Anything I did, he liked it because, he was about to fuck me up anyway. And I think he said I look like Chanel O'Connor. I don't know where he get that from, but listen, at this point I didn't care. But I cut my hair before, and it was definitely shorter than this. It was bald head. It was like this. It just lets you know I've been going through this depression stuff for a long time, and but it's like a drug addict. No matter how much drugs you do, the only person that's gonna stop doing it is you. Everybody like, why are you doing this stuff? It's gotta be you, because nobody can stop you from doing it, because that's your go-to. You're right, Indian girl talk. You're right, child. If nothing can happen, but see, that's not the problem with getting a man. You can get a man, you just have to get the right man. It's a lot of men. There's a lot of men out here, but the right man is the hardest one, because they'll come. You feed them, they'll come over. You fuck them, they'll come over. You throw a little money in their pocket, they're gonna come over. Got some liquor, some weed, they're gonna come over. They're gonna come. It's like throwing bread. Remember that? Remember that Hansel and Gretel and stuff, throwing food down, and they follow you. That's like it is. Now, there are some of the most beautiful girls in the world I've seen that are single. There are the most beautiful girls in the world I've seen, but they're on drugs. I've seen some beautiful women. I saw this one girl. She was with this guy. And they were walking down there. She was so beautiful. He was fine as hell. She was so much on drugs that her glow, because your face kind of glow when you're not on drugs, her face glowed, and she just was like on them drugs. But it was fine as hell. But sometimes you have to pull yourself out the storm by the bootstraps, and leave. So how can you leave a person that you don't want to leave? If you don't want to leave, you ain't gonna leave. So you want to stay. It beats being alone. You don't have to roll over at night. He tries to find some money some type of way. Normally it's illegal. He will beat somebody up to get their money so he can make sure he take you. It's just so dark. It's so dark. It's dark. But the ones who never had love, they make it work. They find a way to make it okay. I was in love with this guy. My mother's lived. I was in love with this one guy. I remember I used to call him 6'6". 6'6". He chased me for half a year. He finally got me. And then we got together. He started living with me. And you know how you start noticing somebody ain't shit when you, like this a goddamn this not like this a goddamn bum. And then he's like, "You got some money? Like, I need to get my cell phone turned on." You need to get your cell phone turned on. He said, "Yeah, I need like $90." I said, "Oh, so you need $90 from me?" He said, "Yeah, you got it." I said, "You don't feel uncomfortable asking me for money, like $90?" He says, "No, I need it." I said, "Well, then you have money." He said, "What do I look like giving you money?" Sometimes people say things you just have to stop. You're my boyfriend, and what do you look like giving me money? But you want me to give you $90 for your cell phone? You ever get to a point where you like, I'm changing for the better, and then somebody will take that old person you used to be and bring her right back? You're like, okay. So you said, "I want to come see you. I'm gonna come over your house." Okay. I mean, rush hour, if you know what I mean. He was like, "Okay." So then got me in the bed, you know, did his business, got on top of me. "Get on top of me and do your business, mister." And he didn't get the $90, but he worked his ass for it. I was like, "Listen, first of all, you can't try to get money from me because I'm already up on it. I'm the beggar. I beg, but obviously, you know." So he got back in my heart and stuff like that. I'm still believing, drinking the dumb juice and like this gonna work. I just have to give him a chance, like most girls do. I'm gonna give him a chance because I'm not gonna give up on him. Like I said, I'm gonna stand right beside him. Absolutely not. Get out of here. So I'm looking at him, and the funny thing is, I think the fact of the matter was I liked him because I'm this tall. He was up here, and he was a dope baby. He was sweet, but he was sweet, and I was a dumbass. I just sucked it in, and it's funny how some people you ever meet somebody you want to like you want them to be yours, you want to marry them. This whole plan in your head, like everything's playing out because they're so perfect for you. They got some ways about them that's dumb. You like the side that's dumb. You like the side that's stupid. So you like that side because they're not really smart. They're really up on everything. So you give them pass. I can work with this because they don't know anything. It's like they think they do. So reality is they know more than you know. They play girls like you all the time because you think you that important. You ain't shit. So I was like, how you asked to come over my house by you asked to come over here. It was 7 o'clock when you called at night. Here it is at 1 o'clock in the morning and you just get into my house. So, you take them deep breaths like you have this I have a lot of conversation in my head. So I'm like, you know how you know something, but you don't want to know. But the reality is, like you already know the answer. So you don't even say nothing. You're like, and you just shake your head. Where was you? Oh, I was. This is funny. They get that nervous. Oh, babe, I was on my way over, baby. The only reason why I didn't get so long, it took me a little longer to get, babe. Where was you? I was on my way. What you do, walk? He said, yeah. So you walk from all the way from downtown to my house. So I want to see you, babe. And you know, you ain't buying. You like, okay. And you like, well, you know his sex is good now. Let's not be too hasty. Because you know, so you like, you have these thoughts in your head, you like, so you like, okay. So I said, well, you know what, just get in bed. I'm tired. It's too late to be arguing. Just let it go. He's done so many different things. You like, I'm not even gonna argue with you. Whatever you say, I just don't want to do it. I can't do with it. So, of course, he wants to take all his clothes off and sleep in a drawer. So he takes his clothes off, and I was like, "Well, what is that?" Because you know, I'm looking like, let me show you how no shit. So what is that? He said, "Oh, I've been masturbating a lot." I was like, "You're black. Your dick is red. What the hell is that?" He says, "No, I've been masturbating." Mm-mm. You black as hell. So how could your dick get that pink? Oh, I was like, you've been inside somebody, and somebody gave you a gift to send back to me. So I was like, he said, babe, come on, don't be this way. You're like, My thing is, if you're gonna cheat. Just put a condom on. Let's go do what you want to do anyway. Just put a condom on. That's all. Just put a condom on. Just put a condom on. But no, I guess he wanted a raw. That's fine. So if you're anything like me, you get quiet. You don't say nothing, but you like you're exhausted because now you're exhausted with yourself because you look like the fool because you knew better. You got many God done told you hundreds and hundreds of times, thousands of ways, and here it is. You're in the house with this man once again. So now God is like, well, there you go. Obviously, you don't listen. So, and then this sending you little red flags because you're going to do what you want to do anyway. So, I'm going to send it to you with a red dick. Now, see what you're going to do. He's black as hell. He's this color with a pink thing on his dick. And my thing is, don't put it on me. Don't put it on me. I was like, you better put some underwear. Baby, So he was like, we need to cuddle. My thing is, this is a big world. You be fucking dogs and cats. You be fucking dogs and cats or anything. I do not know. Well, all I know is I have this body. I have nobody else. This body's all I have. I have to crawl up with it or throw it into the ground with it. So obviously, I have to have faith in myself when having sex with you, but I'm not having sex with you. So, like most guys, he'll grab you and pull you to him. I said, okay. When I do this, it's like if you're anything like me, if you keep going like this, that means at some point, if you don't put your hands down, it's gonna go across his face. Now, remind you, I'm 6 feet, he's up here. And I was like, okay. I said, don't touch me. What's the matter, babe? Mm-mm. So now I have the Lord talking to me. I told you, you don't listen. That's why he's here now. You don't listen if I send you red flags and you like, listen to God, you like. I was like, just just let it. We'll talk. We'll talk about it more. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk because I feel wrong. You gave me warning signs, but you want what you want, and now here it is, a situation with this man with a something red in his ding ding. He's telling you that there's nothing wrong with him, and he wants to say, mm-mm. So now I'm like, and I wanted to have sex with him. Yes, I did, but no. So I told him, no, I'm not having sex with you. Something that feels good for like 15 minutes could be a lifetime forever. Mm-mm. Then I'm watching all these videos, these girls talking about some, he gave me E's. He didn't even tell me an HIV. So he decided, well, you my baby. I'm gonna do what I want. I said, I don't think that's wise. I don't think you should do what you want. Because there's a person that you never met and you're about to meet them. So it was like, well, babe, mm-mm. And the thing is, I'm having God tell me in one ear, I should have listened, and he's pointing at you, and you said a bit trying to give me disease, and now it's like, I told you, it's like he's licking my face, and I'm like, okay. So I cut the lights off so we can go to sleep. I didn't want to do that, but I was like, what's up? I'm ignoring it like it didn't happen. So he decided to try to get on top of me. And I said, I'm going to tell you right now, you better move. You better move. There's a certain side of me that you don't want to meet. I'm giving you fair warning to just leave me alone. He's like, oh, shit. I'm going to do what I want. So he decided to get on top of me anyway. And I started welling his face out. Boom, boom, boom. So he started screaming. He started hollering, oh, I can't. Stop, stop, stop. Listen, I don't go for the body. I go for the face. So I'm boom, boom, boom. So I said, get out, get out. So it is 1 o'clock in the morning. He's grabbing his clothes and he's getting out. And it's so funny because it's like I loved him so much. And he's been back, of course. He's been back again. But it's I don't know. He's been back again. I'm not gonna lie, like he's been back again. He's spent the night again. Oh, and we didn't fight the last time. Well, he said, when I come to see you, are you gonna put your hands on me? Listen, let's listen. First of all, I don't put my hands on people. I said my thing is this: when you decide you want to try to give me something like a disease or something, I'm gonna fight for my life. I'm not gonna sit back and say, oh, whatever happened. Because at the end of the day, my limbs could go wrong, my arms, I could go blind. I don't know what you got. So at that point, I have to fight for my life. And we did what we did. But he's the first guy, which he didn't fight me on. I was like, I need you to take an AIDS test. He said an AIDS test. I said, yeah, I need you to take an AIDS test. So I gave him the AIDS test. And the funny thing is, he took it. Now remind you, I'm not gonna lie and say I didn't think he had something because I thought he had something. So I was like, put this in your mouth. It was wait a minute. So, in case y'all don't know, I don't trust them. Listen, judge me if you want. I don't trust people. So, I had got ordered an age test. If anybody knows. So, he took an age test. I'm not gonna lie, I thought he had something, but he did not have anything. Maybe that's why he knew he could take it with no problem. But I was like, but I'll be honest with you, I thought he had something. I thought he had a disease. And he took it. He just took it with no problem. He said, give it to me. Put it in my mouth and put his mouth. I'm looking to see if the red line comes on. The red line to come on. I was like, So he passed the AIDS test. And then I was like, well, he could have chlamydia, So I'm like, he's got to have something. You ever had somebody, you got to have something. It's just not right. He came clear. But I was afraid. And he said, we're going to be together. I want you to be my girl. I'm going to be with you and stuff like that. And then he went to the store. And then I ran my way. He met a girl as he went to the store to get something. And they went to be together. I think I'm assuming, my brain. So he left me alone. I never seen him again. He cut me off. And I was like, well, why would you tell me that you wanted to be me and then go out the door and leave me? Goodbye is really goodbye. You could have just left. He didn't do that. I said, okay, it's fine. It's not like I'm losing anything or losing money or something because you ain't got shit. All you could do is pass out dick and that's it. And I was like, let's push through. I said, I still have to find a job. I still have to make ends meet. I still have to survive. I'm not going to have nobody to help me. I'm just going to go through the struggle. I'm not going to be able to eat some days. It's all over the board. If you're in survival mode or any girl that's been through this, that you have to survive, some days you can't eat. It's a lot of things you can't do. Sanitary ways of, you're going to make it work. Reality is you need some help, but reality is you have to do what you got to do. Hey, boo. Hey, Daisy. So you have to do what you have to do. And I knew he was going to help me. He was not going to help me. And he didn't. So one day, I got off work down in the hole. And I'm walking. And he was standing there. And I'm like, he said, hey, babe. So you rather stand around downtown, all the homeless people, than to build to get your life together. Trust me, we all going to die. I'm not going to die alone. You're going to die. We're all going to die. So at the end of the day, while you're playing this game, this bullshit security in your mind, you're a security guard, everybody checking for you, you're going to die. You're getting old. You're old. I think he's 45 or 46 years. You're old. So this is what you're doing? So this is your life? What do your mother have to say about that? I asked him, I said, this is crazy. How could a mother, I know what happened. I'm not saying it don't happen. How do a mother raise a son and don't bother for him to get a job? How do a mother allow herself to take care of her son forever? Does she not know there is a death policy in the world that she's going to die? So while everybody's dying on you, then what you going to do? You're going to swing dick. You're going to be old with swinging dick. First of all, you don't have no money. So what are you going to do? You're not going to have no money. So, and the thing is, you better hope your health don't bother you. You better hope you stay healthy forever and stuff, because your body can leave you. I've had a stroke, and so obviously I know about strokes and stuff. So clearly, you have to have a plan to get yourself right. He doesn't want to. And I was like, oh. You know how somebody just don't want to get their life together? They don't. Then you have to set the realization that you allowed them in your life and it was a waste of time. So what we could be going on trips and vacations, it's all canceled. You don't want to do it. But you're going to get old. Your parents can't live forever. I definitely can't live forever. So while you looking for people to mooch off of, what happens when the people don't want you to help, don't want to help you no more? You don't care. You don't care. You don't care. So I said, okay. It hurt like hell, but it doesn't matter that it hurt me or maybe I cried. It doesn't matter how I feel. The matter of the fact is, he won't help you. He's still on dick touring. That's all. And so I was on my way home from work and I saw him on the streets. I looked at him and turned my head. Because all I was thinking was, why you won't help me? Like, why won't you help me? I, I'm not like, you walk into my house, this place is beautiful. I'm struggling. You can help me. He's like, oh, I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay. So you like, you know what? I'm done. I learned a lot of women, also men, they get done so badly that the person just says, well, I don't know what's wrong with me. And you'd be like, well, I just wish you had the same energy when I first met you, left me the hell alone. Before I got so invested in your world, I could have been left alone. But no, you want your stamp on there, make sure you put your imprint and, you know. And a lot of girls get like that, and also guys, it's not your gender, but so he decided to walk with me down to Penn Station. And I was like, he said, well, where you going? I just off work. It's 9 o'clock at night. Where am I going? He said, well, can I come? Mm-mm. Can I come? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Oh, babe, can I come over? Mm-mm. He said, I'm going to buy me something to drink. You don't, like you say, you don't have drinking money. Like, where's the money come from? But you know what? You're like, I don't even want to. I don't know. Whatever you got, that's yours. I'm going to go home. I'm going to go to my little hole in the wall. I'm going to lock the door. And I'm going to stay in the room. I'm going to stay in the bathroom, make videos. No, but it's like, and the thing is, you're a strong man and you can help me. You refuse. And the funny thing is, like, I knew. And it's like, okay. So I just moved on. I started joining websites, stuff like that. And I got played a little bit, but not a lot, but, and that was it. So I was talking online and this young guy hits me up. He's like, I'm gonna get to know you. Okay. As a person being played like a sucker, you don't jump straight in. Just the rules change a lot of things you don't do now. Now you don't do nothing. You don't want nobody to come in your house. You don't want nothing. You take your house, you bleach the floors, you mop everything down, everything they touch. You make sure everything's cleaned out your house. You become like a spiritual person, a cleansing everything. You don't trust anything. So at this point, you're like, okay. So I met this young guy. This is before the other one. He was tall, light skin, cute, a baby face. Is that my grown ass man? Okay. And now I got to the point where who cards men online? I card men. Like how old are you? I'm 19. How old are you? I'm 21. I'm old. How old are you? 18. How old are you? I'm 20. Okay. So now your conversation is, how old are you? How old are you? And you're like, yo, look at your skin. Look at my skin. I'm sitting here looking at a baby's face, a baby's body, skin all tight, beautiful. I'm wrinkled the fuck up. And I'm supposed to look at this? I'm not supposed to feel wrong? Like, I'm a grown ass man. I'm a fucking baby. It reminds me of the little kids who like, I'm not a baby mama. But you're 4 years old, but you're upset that I'm not no, okay, I get it. I've heard 1,000 times, I'm a grown ass man, stop calling me a fucking baby. Okay. Well, you're gonna feel like I'm a baby once I, you're like, okay, so that makes you, okay. So, they'll get indignant. Obviously, I wouldn't be the first person said to them, it's because they seem to have a whole speech about them to shoot back at you. And it's not like you being mean to them, it's just you try to give them a chance as far as life. You thinking a long haul, maybe they just thinking of a minute. Once they put it in, they out. So reality is, it is what it is. And so the last guy hurt him really bad. He was so hurt. He's like, I can't believe you've done this. I waited all day so I could see you and stuff like that. I was like, oh my God. He's like, how could you do this to me? I was like, because you're young. I'm a grown up. Okay. So he was tall. He's light skinned. He was cute. Still had a baby face. And I'm like, I said, ain't no old fuckers around. Ain't no old fuckers around. Because these babies are driving me crazy. And I just, I don't know. I could be wrong. Obviously, I am. I have a problem with age when somebody's too younger than me. I had a problem with age. Now I'm seeing somebody that's 22. And he spent most of his time encouraging me. He's grateful to be with me. Because he have a feeling I'm ready to run. Ready about to run. So I'm like, okay. Every conversation is, I'm so grateful I have you. You're like, oh my God. You know how you feel uncomfortable doing something, but maybe they're right. Maybe you've been wrong all the time. Because obviously, I would have a boyfriend. I wouldn't be alone following the rules, which is not rules because they're old enough and all your shit you've been throwing it, you was wrong. And now it is, you talking to somebody 22 who treat you like a diamond. And it's so weird. So now you like, well, the diamond's good, but when is the diamond gonna really shine? Because obviously, you know, you be all soon with the good things, but you're like, yo, listen, there's gotta be something. He's 22 years old, he has a right to change his mind. He's just a baby. You don't like that word, but and I've been wrong. Also didn't date guys that was like 5 years younger than me. If you was young, I have this thing in my head that I just mentally insane, I think. But if you were young, see, my thing is when I want somebody young, like 1 year younger than me. But to have somebody younger than me or older than me, I didn't want it. I was wrong. So now I said I'm gonna focus on getting a job. Just stay in, find a job, making money. And that's all I want to do. And it's difficult. I think if God bless me with a good job, making a lot of money, I'm going. I'm going. I'll be at two places, the liquor store and home. But I think when you constantly getting used to young guys sitting on you, I think it's kind of difficult to go to older guys. Anyway, what to say? Hey, India, 25 and younger is too young. Exactly, India. But see, I put my card out because I'm like, yo, they be like, you carding me? It becomes difficult because if you set a certain way, it feels difficult to deal with somebody younger. So the fact that I'm older, a lot of older guys don't want me because they're like, you too old. They want somebody like 17 or 18 or 19. That was the perfect size. So if anything in your 20s or 30s, they don't want you too old. Here it is, he like hit a goddamn 100, but he wants to complain about you. And the rules change a lot. But anyway, that's enough. I've overshared enough. I done came in with my hair bald. And that's it. So on my mother has lived files. I met, that's the one thing about it. I do not cry over no man no more. Any girl that cries over a man, she should be ashamed. It is no reason for you to cry over another man. I promise you coming every 5 minutes. There's another man coming in 5 minutes. And he's coming. He's coming. All ages you want. Pick one. And I don't cry. Before I used to cry over men, I don't cry no more. I don't cry no more. I just sit back and wait for the other one, the next one coming. Because he's coming. He's coming. I don't cry no more. He's coming. Give him a few seconds to get his shit there. He's coming. And I've turned down a lot of guys that were really young for me. But a lot of girls I talk to, they fuck them. They pull their panties down and whatever. I walk around with respect for the men. They get upset with me if I have respect for them. They don't like to be respected. I was like, yo, this is too young. But obviously I was wrong. So now I can't say it anymore because I'm dating someone that's 22 years old. And he's short. But most guys I talk to are short anyway. So. But he's short. So I won't get a chance to look up at him. I'll be looking down at him. Hey, little man. It's not funny. But like, but he's sweet. Most guys, not most guys, but some guys are, you know, it's so funny. You can't even say nothing like I'm finished. Hey, January, because you don't know. You just don't know. What some men don't feel no way, baby. Bouncing nephew dating a woman 4 times. Really? But you know what, January? I keep getting guys that are 21, 22. I'm lucky if I get 23. Matter of fact, I did get 23. It's just like I need older. But the old guys ain't checking for me, but the young guys is. Am I a sure thing, or maybe I'm an easy thing, or I don't know. I'm just like, yeah, I don't feel so. Oh my God, somebody called my phone. And I don't know. But where I work at, everybody's under 22 years old. And remind you, it's this guy there. They're all Spanish. He's young. He's a Spanish guy. But this guy is so cute that'll hold me. I was like, oh, he's cute. And you girls know what I mean when I say they look at you a certain way, they go. But he's like, you need any help, anything? What's that thing called? Riding with Mr. Something, riding with something. What's that thing called? Riding, it's an old movie. Riding with something. And I'm like, why am I around all these young guys? Like, they're young. But I'm trying to change. So I talk to this, I'm not to this other guy, but anyway. Okay. Y'all done made me flip my lid. Look at all these look at bruises. This is not. Okay. How long I've been on here? Well, I've been on here for an hour and 41 minutes. Something like older. Yeah, but India, that's the thing. They don't like them when it come to me. The one thing about, I don't know. You know, I'm so baffled because I'm so confused. But with me, I guess this is a season with you girls to get younger men. Because I know they come, especially you, January. I know you getting, and as child, I know y'all getting these. I know it ain't just me. I know it's not just me. It's just January or Rashawn. Y'all getting younger men. Y'all may not like it. You don't want to talk about it. But trust me, y'all getting them. If I'm getting them, I know damn well y'all get overwhelmed with it. And it's real. And some of them be cute. You can lie, but they be cute. They be cute. With little muscles. The little muscles they bring. Oh my God. They be cute. I don't want to be known as what's it called, a man happy, but they be cute. They be cute. Now you may want to say he's too young, but you can't. If he's cute, he's cute. You know, it is what it is. Like your mother made a prairie baby, but it is what it is. Yeah, but the younger guys is trying to. Exactly, India. That's right. I'm telling you, if they're coming at me, I know they're coming at you 10 times more. And the thing is, I'm older, so shit. They be like, "Bitch, you look old. You like a car, an antique, the more rust on it." No, but I learned something with God. It was like, well, girls make it harder for you. You know, when they try to talk to him, you always say, "I don't say shit. I'm not trying to make it harder for you. You know, I'm not trying to. Because life is hard enough for love." But so a guy says you have to get enough nerve to talk to a girl, and then when you get enough nerve, she rejects you. So I don't know. I learned my lesson from the last guy. He was cute too, but I don't want to say he was just a baby, but it blocked me. Now I did speak to the Spanish guy. He was like, "I'm not going to try to do anything to you. Why are you so afraid?" I said, "I ain't afraid." "Well, when I was talking to you, you sound like you was afraid." I said, "I ain't afraid. You need to be afraid. I'm not afraid." But I was like, but I could tell his voice. He was an argumentative type. He wants to argue. That ain't me. It's not me. And then again, mothers live. But I'm not fucking these men. I do entertain them. I don't lead them on because most times they ain't fucking. Mm-mm. And then we have to keep in mind what we're talking about. We understand he's cute or gorgeous or drop dead and everything, but keep in mind he has a penis. He wants to use it. He wants to put it in your body or in your mouth. Whichever one you subscribe to, that ain't me though, but he wants what he wants. Most time he wants to pound it out. So in case you love penises, they hurt. Especially if they're too big. Your insides are ripped out. Your front is pushing the navels now sticking out just and some people don't know how to use it. So now your insides are ripped out and stuff. And now when you go to wipe your body, it's ripped like a balloon. It's been busted. Ah, I don't know. I don't even know why we were talking about that. This supposed to be about my hair video. And here it is. I'm talking about people. Exactly. They like what they want. But we supposed to play dumb India like we don't know what's going on. We get it. We're gonna some of us gonna act dumb, which is me. I will play dumb as hell and watch everything you do, but I ain't saying a word. I'm watching every little thing you do. Anyway, okay, y'all, I'm about to get off of here. Next time I come on, I have a wig on. Maybe not. I don't give a fuck. But make sure y'all protect your spirit and stuff. And I love you more, India and January and S Child and Rashawn. You know, I appreciate y'all for coming on here. I'll be glad when YouTube finally start paying me. Obviously, I've been waiting for that for years. It's been like 13 years. And anyway, but y'all be safe and make sure you use protection when you in Nova. What's up, mama? Make sure you use protection. We don't want to hear nothing about no girl. I didn't know. No, you know. You know what you need to do. Because at the end of the day, he don't love you like he say, dude. Once he come, it's in your body. We don't need that. So anyway, be well, be blessed. Have a blessed day.